pleased to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And unable can't connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown! That's caught. Anthony Miller, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved. fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Here's Watson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. At 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Phillip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Carter again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Tighten up. Put the boys down. He's coming. Check nickel.
From the 50, it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they get
blitz coming, and down he goes. The rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zach Cunningham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st down, it's Watson. Nowhere Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jeff Smith, 74 yards. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Flushed out right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the... Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson looks to throw again.
He's got Smith here. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have got... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
56 to Mike.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A handoff to Smith, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watson on 3rd down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.